Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Deanna. Thank you for popping in. I thought I would do a video on 2022 and the things that happened to us and the blessings that we've had, and we've also had some down times, and but the Lord is good. God is good, and He's provided for us, and um, I really have nothing to be unthankful for. I just really have everything to be thankful for. And so I'll just start off with some of the highlights of 2022. We had, so my husband Dino and I, we have a total of 6 kids, but 3 are mine and 3 are his. His youngest got engaged and married in 2022, so that was a great blessing. And it was also very interesting because um, they were the young couple was going to get married in 2023. So they got engaged in 2022. They were going to get married in 2023 because, they wanted to save money and all of that. And it turned out, through prayer and through talking with them, and just they made a decision to get married in 2022. And they planned their wedding in 2 short months. And I got to tell you guys, the wedding was so nice. I thought everything was perfect. The weather was perfect. Um, the venue, the people that came, everybody had a wonderful time. They were blessed. And now that they're married, they'll continue to be blessed. Um, it was just such a great time. We also found out that my daughter got engaged as well. So my daughter's been with her boyfriend for a long time, and they finally got engaged, and we are so happy for that. We also believe that that was because we were praying for that. So they'll be getting married in 2023. So that is something great that we have to look forward to. Something else that happened. Oh, this year, well, I'll tell you, Dino and I live in a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath condo. It's upstairs, downstairs, 3 bedrooms upstairs. Anyway, I'm just kind of giving you the lay of the land. It's not super big, but I mean, it's a nice size considering Hawaii. Hawaii homes are mostly on the smaller side. So anyway, Dino and I would always say, "Oh, when we get a bigger house, we're gonna house people, and we're gonna open our home to people, and or we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that." Now, another reason that we kind of shy away from hosting things or having people over is because of the parking situation. You have to find parking on the street if you have guests. And I know it always can work out, but it's just like just the logistics of it. We just don't want to deal with that. We always say, well, we wish we had a big yard where everybody could park, or a lot of room outside where everybody can park. So we actually decided that one day we were talking and we said, you know what? If we don't do things now with what we have, what makes us think we're going to do it when we have a bigger place or more place for people to park? And so we decided to open up our house. And right after we decided to open up our home, my sister messaged me and said that, she's going to come to Hawaii. And so she wanted to stay with us. And so she ended up coming with her husband, and they stayed here for 3 weeks. They used my car. They went around. They had a great time visiting his side of the family, her side of the family. I mean, her side, our side of the family. She just had a great time. And then we were blessed by that, being able to bless them. We were blessed, and we enjoyed having them here. And then that was in July and August, and then in September, my friend Heather that I worked with at the Washington State Ferries, she came over and she spent 8 days with me. And then after that, in October, our friends Larry and Joanne came. We opened our house to them. They stayed with us for 6 days, I think, and we had a great time. We call them Brother Larry and Sister Joanne. They are our brothers and sisters in Christ, and they really are a blessing to us. And they really do feel like family. And I gotta tell you the way that the story went, that we ended up meeting Joanne and Larry. And it starts about, I want to say, 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, Dino and I drive buses for the city here. And Dino was driving a bus, and he picked up Joanne and Larry from downtown, Alamana Shopping Center, and they were going to go to Kailua Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches on the island. And so Larry got to talking to Dino like a lot of people do. Even though there's a big sign that says, do not talk to bus operator, everybody talks to the bus operator. So they talked all the way till they got to the stop where Dino was letting them off to go to the beach. So he let them off, told them where to walk, go, blah, 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 and then continued on with his day. On his last run, when he was heading back to Honolulu, he stops at the same bus stop that he dropped them off at, and there they were at the bus stop. So they got into the bus and they were like, hey, they were like excited to see Dino. And my friend Joanne says, I kept trying to talk to Dino, but he didn't want to have no part of me. Him and Larry just kept talking and talking. So she said, so I went and sat down. So anyway, they get all the way to Ala Moana Shopping Center. And they leave, Dino says, have a nice time here. And they leave. And then my husband is a very generous man. So he just had a thought. And he said, I'm going to give them some money. And so he calls them. He jumps out of the bus and he calls them and he says, hey, He said, hey, this island is so expensive. I want to treat you guys to dinner. And so he gives them $50 or something like that. And they were like, no, absolutely not. He's like, listen, take it. Don't deny me my blessing of blessing you. So that must have been, I'll have to ask them again. That must have been where they exchanged numbers, Dino and Larry. And then Dino and Larry would text each other every once in a while, normally pertaining to football. Like, hey, your team did this or that, or my team did this or that. And then Dino would, so then I met Dino in 2017. 2017. And actually we got married 5 years ago, December 30th. So he was telling me about this guy he met. And this guy said, hey, anytime you guys want, you come to California, you got a place to stay. You can stay with us. And so when Dino's telling me this story, I'm like, yeah. You're not going to stay with these people. I'm not going to go to California and stay with these people that he met on the bus. And then, lo and behold, I think it was 3 years ago. It might have been right around March of 2020. So I think we were using masks at that time. And Larry and Joanne came. And we met up with them for dinner. And we all just got along, but we couldn't spend a lot of time with them because Joanne's kids came as well, and so they were going around the kids. But Dino knew that they were going to be somewhere on the North Shore. And if you've ever been to Hawaii, the North Shore is big. It's long. It's not like a pinpoint, this is the North Shore. It's comprised of many different towns along the way and beaches. And so Dino has this run that's going to take him to the North Shore. And so he stops, like one of his stops was right near this store where he bought some snacks and some local cookies and stuff. And he took it with him on the bus. And then as he was driving, he kept looking out for Larry and Joanne. And I'm thinking, how in the world are you going to find them? And wouldn't you know it, he was driving his bus in Kahuku, where it's like the famous shrimp trucks are there and all these different kind of eateries. And he pulled up to the bus stop and he looked and looked, and then he spotted Larry. He spotted Larry from one of the bus stops. And so he jumps off the bus, Larry. Larry couldn't believe it. Larry came over there. Now remember, they only met that time when they were on the bus the first time, and then we went out for dinner. Didn't know each other intimately yet, you know, and gave them those snacks. And they were so like dumbfounded. They were like, wow, this guy actually got us snacks and found us, you know. Anyway, I think they were leaving like the next day. So anyway, fast forward, we have become such good friends. They came down for a visit, and I thought they were just coming down for a visit, and we're gonna meet up for dinner or something like that. We spent I think it was over a weekend. We spent the weekend with them. We spent so much time together. It was so much fun. And then fast forward to when they stayed with us, and we spent, you know, I think it was 6 days with them, just going to the different beaches, going here to eat. One of the things we did was every morning we had Bible study. It was so much fun. There was so much knowledge shared and questions asked and answered. I mean, if you're a Christian or a born again Christian, one of the things that you just love to talk about is the Lord and the Bible. So we were right up our alley, you know, talking about all this stuff. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you about. Just the story about how they met. And I'm not going to go off on another tangent because I see I'm already 11 minutes into this video. But we opened our house to people and we got blessed. And I had been off of work, and so I don't get paid as much as I would if I was working. And there was this one time where I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, we really need some money, and Dino wasn't going to get paid for another week. And I ended up getting from my workman comp insurance. What was happening was our company was moving from one insurance company to another provider for insurance. And so here I was thinking, oh my gosh, I really need my check to come in. You know, Dina wasn't getting paid for another week. And then when my check came in, because they were moving accounts over, the old one that we were leaving sent me like a triple payment because they were trying to close their books. So I ended up with a triple payment. Of course, I had to make it last, you know, a month and a half. But what a blessing, because we were just saying like, honey, we need some money. Poor Dino, you know, because I haven't been working. He's been, not poor Dino, it's his job. He's the man. He's supposed to support me. But, you know, it's been a financial, not hardship. I don't want to say hardship because we're not going through hardships. There's other people going through hardships. But it was a little bit of a stretch, I would say. So just seeing the Lord provide for us in that way, it was so amazing. Anyway, this video is way too long, but I just wanted to tell you guys about some of the blessings that we received in 2022. And I'm going to end this video now. Hope everybody is having a great day. And I hope you enjoyed my video. And you can comment below what you thought about my Larry story, my Dino and Larry story, and tell me about whether you open up your home to other people and ways that you have been blessed. Everybody take care. Bye.